Yo. Another motherfucking episode of the OutSpokin Livecast. We got a super dope motherfucking guest today. My boy K Carter, what's the motherfucking word, my G?
What's up with it, bro?
Man, you already know we had to pull you up, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know, it's good to get love, you know what I'm saying, respect in the city. So
Hey, man, in the city is one thing, but shit, we a little more interconnected than just the city, so we'll get to that part on the next level of just the conversation.
Yeah.
But man, what's up, man? What's going on?
I'm chilling, man. Just working. I got a couple albums out, but I'm working on the improv theater, man. Trying to keep that going, man, and just doing the co-ownership. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is what I love. I love talking about this. Let's talk about the transition between the creative to the entrepreneurial part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
How was it going from, you know, I mean, I understand music is a business, but I also understand your situation enough to know that you love making music to where you really didn't look at it as serious as business. It's more so just, like we said before we went on air, creative expression.
Yeah.
How is what's the difference in the serious tone of creative expression compared to business?
I think the difference is like, it's not, I wouldn't say a difference. It's like, you know, you need both. Like, you can't, to me, and it's my opinion, you can't have the business side of it without the creative expression, because you're selling your creative expression. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make money off of your creative expression. Right. So it takes one and the same. Now, whether you're good at it or not, that's a different story. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like, some people do it for the passion, which is understandable, which is good. But it's like, I always tell people, I feel like anything you love to do, no matter what it is on this earth, anything you love to do, you can make money off of. Yeah. No matter what it is. So it's all about that, and it's like, it's about in my situation, I just kind of like morphed into it. It wasn't no, hey, I want to make money off this, blah blah. It was like, I was just rapping just to rap. Yeah. Just making music just to have fun, and then people started paying me. Right. So it was like, okay. Yeah. Because it all starts, at first it's like, you know what I'm saying, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Then it's like, oh, okay, well, how much you want? Oh, no one's ever asked that before. I
love the early stages of that. It's like, damn, that's great. Like, man, you want to, what do I say? Like, how much is too much and how much is too little? Yeah, man. So the thing about it is, like, at least with me, it was my personality and stuff on stage, and the connections I made because of my music helped me on the entrepreneur side of owning an improv theater, where it's like same connections I made through music, I'm using them connections on this side of it. Getting newspaper clippings or newspaper articles, or, you know what I'm saying, TV spots, whatever, for the theater. Yeah. But it's because of my music connections or whatever. So it's been a blessing in that situation. So I mean, is with you obviously not being a comedian, how is it? Are you saying I'm not a comedian, or are you saying you? Well, I'm are you going on stage? I mean, it's an improv comedy theater. Yeah. I'm doing sets? Yeah. Tell me about that. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's cool. So what people misunderstand is, like, improv isn't stand up. There's improv. Like skits. Yeah. Well, not even that. So think of whose line is it anyway? I was about to say that. So it's like that, but ours is more. I say it's more. What do you call it? It's an old reference, but I say it's more street ball. So like short form is like NBA is on TV and everything like that. What we do is long form, which is more like street ball. It's like, hey, either you like it or you don't. Yeah. But those who like it, they here to stay. You know, it's that type of thing, whatever, right? So it's a different type of thing. But so for improv, it's like, it's a group of people on stage. It's not just one person going off of each other. Yeah, going off each other, right? So short form is like, okay, give me a place, give me a such and such. Here's a hat. We're gonna make things work with this hat. Or something like that, right? It's like games or whatever. Long form is, give me a word. You're going to see characters, you're going to see locations, relationships, all build up all off this one word you gave. Wow. So it creates a whole story off of one word. So that's what I do. Yeah. And that's what I love to do, man. It's like, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? That I just took classes and I never left. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what's the dope part about people that love to do certain things for free? You find more things you like doing for free. Yes. Yeah, so my thing is, like, I've always told people, it's like, the money never drove me to do anything I do. Everything I've done in my life is because I loved and enjoyed to do it. Yeah. The money came after that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even my degree, I only got into computer science because, damn, I love computers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love video games, love computers. So I got into computer science, now I'm doing cybersecurity.
But it started because it's something I love to do. So the fact that I'm working, I love my job. So
I wrote a piece about how we all basically I marvel at kids and their bulletproof dreams.
Okay.
Like the older we get, the more peer pressure affect what we think people think about what we like.
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't give a fuck about what you think about
Nope.
what they like. They don't even know to.
Nope.
But the older we get, the more the dream kind of fades away and people's expectations or lack thereof rub off on us and make us be like, maybe I can't do that shit, or maybe that's crazy, or maybe I can't be an astronaut, or certain shit that's far-fetched is only far-fetched because somebody else think it's far-fetched for them and they put that on you.
That's a fact. I mean, that's nailed on the head. It's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, but it's like it just happens that way, man. Society, you know, the way the country is, the way what TV, what people tell you the American dream is, people go for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because, like, when kids, as a kid, like if kids' mind, their imagination was put together in an adult form or whatever, the world would be completely different.
But reality,
would be a lot better.
Reality steals your imagination.
To a certain extent. To a certain extent. Like, okay, so like, not to get too deep, but if we're talking about like the reality of racism, right? As a kid, you don't see racism. I mean, you may see it, but I mean, you don't experience it as a kid. It's like I'm in a daycare class with all these people, different colors. I don't care. They're my friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the reality of it, that's it's not like that. But what the kids feel, that's the reality of what it should be. Yep. You see what I'm saying?
It's all boiled down to exposure.
Yes.
Some people never experience other races until college,
which is wild. But yes, that's true.
And that was me. Like we went to Meadowdale, so our whole school was like what 95%
black,
98% black, to where the white people that went to Meadowdale was kind of black.
Yeah, they in that black culture. You know what I'm saying?
So it doesn't really give you the experience for real because
them white people ain't here listening to country music.
Exactly. We've rubbed off on them.
Yeah.
When we're surrounded by them, they kind of rub off on us. You feel me?
My first big change of culture was honestly I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that I think about it was early. Yeah. I live on Broadway. Okay. And kindergarten, when I was in kindergarten, going to whatever, I went to Edison. Yep. Edison's right there. This is the old Edison. It ain't the one that's built, the one that's built. It's the old Edison.
But that one was actually better.
Yes. So I went there, but then
go there for field trips.
Field trip to Edison?
Yeah.
So then when I started first grade, my dad and my mom sent me out to Orville Wright. All the way on Smithville, like on the east side. Yeah. So I'm in the first grade.
Over here.
No, it was over there. I'm sorry. Yes, over here. Yeah. I forgot where we at. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, all over there. So I got exposed early to it or whatever, and my dad, the reason why was because like, yo, you see what else is out here because we in Dayview, you ain't seeing much.
Sometimes when you preparing your kid for success, preparing them for success is knowing that the level of success is not going to be one culture.
No.
But
it's hard to do that.
It is, but it's harder when you haven't been exposed and you're raising a kid that you need to get ready to be exposed.
Yes, it's harder for black people to be successful off of one culture, as opposed to white people. Like black people, when you think about every artist, black artist, whatever, they don't make it till white people start listening to music.
I tell people all the time, white people, kids and girls, is what blow you up.
Yeah, that's it.
White people make you cool.
Yeah.
But the blow up and the lucrative success come from white people, kids, and girls. Mm-hmm. And this ain't to single out white people like it's a like we're seeking the exception or the
it's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
The country is built like that.
And it's about the outward reach of your shit. Like you're gonna start off inward, which is your culture. Yep. Then you're gonna level up to the kids of your culture. Yep. Then the girls of your culture. Yep. And then outside of your culture. Yep.
Well, you can get the music to where the kids can rock to it and they want to listen to it. You A-okay. You know what I'm saying?
The hard part is, depending on your age, it compromises you.
What's going on?
Like you could reach for what kids like, and it could be younger than what you actually are good at content wise. So
you mean like far as like hypothetically like Busta Rhymes trying to rap with Trippie Redd or something like that. I see what you're saying. Yep. I mean, and that's give and take. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I agree with that. What I'm talking about is like you being yourself, because this is all based around you being yourself, and then kids start rocking with it. Right. You ain't got to change nothing. You know what I'm saying? So.
I know I didn't just get what I think I got. Hold on now, Kev.
What's up?
It's Somebody just text me, not commented, and said, "Shouts out to your guest." I'll tell you who afterwards, but it's not a guy. So just
gotta switch it up.
Yeah, you got love out here, man.
Thank you.
I wanted to take another drink, but I drunk it already. So.
I drunk mine too. Right.
So tell me about how it was growing up and dating for you.
You know what's crazy though? I had fun.
Yeah.
It was fun growing up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize what I was in until I got out of it.
But that's how it goes.
Yeah, so when I'm in it, I had fun. We went around. I mean, we seen and heard, you know what I'm saying, the stereotypical what you see in here. But other than that, like, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I look back at it, I think of, like, good memories of growing up and dating or whatever. I remember the bad ones. Like, I remember I had to be, like, 8 or 9. Let's go 8 or 9. I'm on the porch of my house or whatever, and across the street is just, I think it was a trap house across the street. And I'm just sitting on the porch, just sitting there dribbling the bathroom, or doing something, dribbling the bathroom, something like that. And this dude comes from around the other side of the house, and I see him standing in the yard, and he yells something, like super out loud. He just yells something. I don't know what he yelled, but he yelled something. 3 cruisers came up, drove up on the line.
Your house?
No, not at my house, across the street.
Okay.
It was across the street.
Trap house.
Yes.
Okay.
Drove on that line, beat the fuck out of that guy.
Damn.
I said, what'd he do?
Like, and to a kid,
I mean,
I like doing this. I like thinking about old things like that, and then analyzing it with my adult perspective, and then reanalyzing it with the way I thought as an 8-year-old kid. Because as an 8-year-old kid, you know what he might have did.
Yeah.
Because you know what that house was.
Yeah.
You didn't know what that house was when you was 8 years old.
No.
It's just a house, and people live there. So you like, what did he do?
I know it was a house, and a lot of people came in and out that house.
Yeah. Like, I got a song where I was talking about when my dad took me to get some shoes when I was in the 6th grade, and the Retro 4s had first came out. But they had a Nike sign on the back of them. So I didn't want them.
Really?
I was 12. So Jordan with Nike on it, I don't want that. And it was like $130. So they're cheaper than the real. Like, these ain't. I don't want those. Like, my dad giving me the whole rundown of the OG, like the retro on the back, and I'm 12. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah. So the retrospective, just your perspective, understanding now compared to how you looked at it as a kid, that's always interesting to compare.
Yeah, for sure. You see kids now be like, I mean, I know some kids.
They understand it from our perspective now.
What the kids do?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's all in the face now. It's media everywhere.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So
which honestly, I think it's good. I think it's good that they know now.
Well, sometimes.
Why is that?
Because we don't have control over what kids see on the cell phone.
Well, yeah. So I'm not saying. I'm talking about from the positive side of things, like knowing. You know what I'm saying? As a black boy or black girl, knowing the cards are stacked against you early, not because your parents told you, because you've seen it. You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
they can see.
That's what I'm talking about. But now, of course, all the other shit, like, we don't want them to see that. You know? It's a gift and a curse. Both sides.
Bro, when you think about it, like, first of all, I want to say, do you remember when the riot at Middledale happened?
Yes.
Like,
when it was pepper spraying everybody and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, that was. I think back on that, and I always think about how that trickled down. Like, we never got out of school early again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a monumental situation at Middledale. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a lot of shit that just make things how it is. Like, where people don't know why it's like this now, but something happened maybe 15 years ago that.
Oh yeah, facts. I mean, the way downtown is now. Yeah. I remember it was a huge fight downtown. Next thing you know, like, nobody was allowed down there. So like, I would think I was in middle school. Yeah. Big ass fight. You know what I mean? Different middle schools coming together. Everybody fighting. Cops coming up, pulling up on the streets. Everything. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? I just want to get home. I just want to catch the two.
How did you look at the way things were before you were in business like you are now? Did you ever think about things being racist when you would hear about things going on and then people wouldn't be allowed to come places? Or do you? I
experienced it a lot growing up, but this was from my own ignorance. It was like I experienced it a lot growing up, but I always kept it as like, all right, well, they're racist. You know, I just left it alone, whatever, right? And I mean, as a kid, in college, everything like that, I've always experienced it. But I didn't really become serious about it like serious about everything that's fucking going on. Me personally, until like the George Floyd situation happened. Yeah. I don't know why.
Right.
In my life, and we had so much stuff happen before that. Yeah. I don't know why I can't explain it. But when the George Floyd happened, that's when I was like, okay, let me do some research. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And really, what I'm asking is, when certain places would go away from letting us in, do you like the way now? I'm sure you could be like, I mean, that's a business loss. If problems are happening, you would probably alleviate certain people from coming in.
Yeah, I mean, from a business, you have to. You know what I'm saying? You can't have no fucking regular business regardless. Now,
before I understood business, I thought it was just racism.
No. So my thing is like, if it is let's say 4 black people who come in there and they start a fight or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And you kick them out and you have a no fighting policy.
Right.
You should, right?
Right.
But if four black people come into your establishment and start a fight, and now you got an issue with too many black people coming into your store, that's a racial thing.
Yeah.
Because it's driven by the color of the skin.
Yep.
Not the people that did it.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference you got to be able to have.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we look at some of the old Dayton, like far as the way clubs used to be and the way certain situations would be alleviated by creating a dress code or creating and I'm gonna be honest, bro. When I got into promoting shows, I kind of got metaphorical. Like, I've always had my shows somewhere where people that don't got license don't want to drive.
Okay.
I don't want to sell cognac.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like me being one of the people that's like, I'm of the people.
Mm-hmm.
I know the motivating factors of certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, I always tell people when they ask me advice on having events, I always say, you got to put something in the way that might fuck up your event so niggas don't.
Okay.
Like, it's far.
Yeah.
So some people ain't gonna come.
Yeah.
But the bullshit people definitely ain't gonna come.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
Yeah, and my thing is like,
it's a difference between black people and niggas.
There you go. It's a difference between my nigga and a nigga.
Hey, that was a good one.
I feel like it's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Like, it is like, I love my niggas, but these niggas, I can't do it.
I can't
and they
do
might
it. Spill on me.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with everything we do, man. It's like when but my thing is like, you having that dress code. Let's say you have one. Let's say you have a dress code. There's nothing wrong with that because you are a black artist that do this and know what everything going on, right?
It's more like I'm trying to get a certain demographic than a certain race.
Exactly.
And demographic is different than race is a demographic, but it's a direct. It could be disrespectful directly.
Yes. Well, my thing is like I'm going for like the culture over the race. You know what I'm saying? Like this hip hop culture anybody can be part of this hip hop culture.
It's a mindset more than a color. So anybody that's under this mindset, I'm welcoming.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you about this hip hop culture, then come on. If you here just to start some shit, please stay your ass at home.
Now it's a different. Now this is a big thing. It's a difference between a rapper and a motherfucker that love hip hop.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. I feel like rap and hip hop is different. I mean, I feel like rapping is a form of hip hop,
right?
As opposed hip hop is the culture. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Hip hop is over encompassing. It's like an umbrella. A lot of the stuff fall under hip hop: graffiti, DJing, MCing, all that. It's
kind of like the difference between black people and niggas.
Yeah. We got black people up here, and then you got niggas over here.
You can be an eclectic black person,
or
you can be a ratchet nigga.
Yep.
Now there's a time and a place for both.
Yeah. There's times to let it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, and like get it all out.
But there's also certain times where you can let it out without being around people that'll judge you for letting it out.
Facts. If anything, be around those who rock like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't knock people who are like that. Like if it's certain clubs that y'all want to go to that it's stay ratchet over there, do your thing.
Yeah.
You won't find me there, but go and have fun.
I don't feel like that enough to go surround myself with.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
So when did you fall in love with hip hop?
My earliest of listening to hip hop was like around Special Ed, you know what I'm saying, around that era and stuff like that.
What song Special Ed?
Oh, I got it, mate.
I love that beat.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not the song I love the beat. It's Pimp Daddy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Bruh, I love it. We just talked about me giving you some beats, and we talked about samples, and that girl singing the entire time.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
I might sample that.
just because we talked about it.
So that's like around what, like Juice?
Yep. Like he
was in Juice.
Yeah, exactly. So my dad listened to 70s, you know what I'm saying, 4 tops. I think there was a 3 tops. You know what I'm saying? No, Earth, Wind and Fire, he said it's them.
Right.
My mom, she's R&B.
Okay. I was about to say, you was about to fuck me up if you said mom's was hip hop.
Oh no. Mom was like R&B, like fucking Jaheim. You know what I'm saying? My mom listened to people like H-Town, shit like that. It was just me with hip hop, you know. So my brothers listened to R&B as well. They was more R&B or whatever.
Older brothers?
Younger.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was always hip hop with me. I can't explain it. Hip hop was mine or whatever. But when I fell in love with it, love with it, it was DMX.
Oh.
Like it was DMX. It was when I always listen. And don't get me wrong, always listen to hip hop or whatever. But it's like when I think back, and I'm like, when I heard Slippin', like that was me. I was like. And I'm like, I'm young. I'm listening to the words he's saying. It was the radio version first. I was like, you already know it's barks and everything. Yeah. Come on, it's all that through the thing. He edited. Sure. But I was listening to the words, what he was saying. And I'm like, storytelling is for me. I just fell in love. There's the storytelling for me. So
man, that is a crazy time because it was. How would you sum up how hip hop looked to you after Tupac and Biggie passed
away? I think it.
Because that's his time.
Yeah, I think it
got wide open.
Yeah, and I think honestly for the better. So of course Tupac and Biggie down was bad, but I mean like them dying to me is equivalent to Jordan retiring the first time.
Unfortunately.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, who won it?
Yeah.
Jordan ain't here no more. Who want to win?
It was kind of like after Jay-Z retired. It was like that then too.
Yep.
Like after Biggie and Tupac passed away, we had Eminem, Jay-Z, DMX, man, Cash Money, No Limit.
No Limit was going crazy.
Like a lot of it got to be about more than East Coast, West Coast.
Yes.
The South came along, some Midwest came along, some Bay Area came along, some New York that had it because Tupac. I mean, DMX is like the New York Tupac to me.
I can see that.
Like he was pretty heavy Tupac influence, and that was kind of a rarity for New York at the time to be, you know, admittive of West Coast influence.
I always thought like if Tupac was alive, like him and DMX would have did songs together.
That would be
because they was on the same wavelength. I think when it come to like poetry and like putting certain songs.
I feel like DMX vulnerability came from Tupac.
Yeah, yeah.
Vulnerable wasn't cool back then.
True. It wasn't cool, but so my thing was like he was able to. I think he masked. I'm gonna use mask. I'm gonna say he masked his vulnerability because he was so hardcore. He was so tough.
And that's what I was about to say. It's like a hardcore vulnerability.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, it's cool. He's being vulnerable because I know the real. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So
what's your favorite DMX album?
Flesh My Flesh, Blood My Blood.
Okay.
Hands down.
I'm not gonna say I wasn't a big DMX fan. But when Tupac and Biggie passed away, I was down south.
Okay, yeah,
I was heavy No Limit. I was heavy Cash Money. I wasn't going to say I wasn't with the lyrical shit. It just wasn't. I was probably 12, 13, maybe 11. So I wasn't, the lyricism of his level, I wasn't quite receptive to it yet. I could like songs and, know it's dope. One of my favorite songs was What's My Name?
Yeah.
I like that.
That's right too.
That dark.
Then there was X.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. That might be my favorite DMX album.
Yeah.
That was a dope album.
Yeah, and then it was X was fire. So it was like It's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh My Flesh, and then it was X. Those 3 is like on the Mount Rushmore album. It's like, man, what do you do?
And he went platinum twice in 18 months off those 2 albums. Unheard of, baby. We fell in love with hip hop with DMX. When did you think of trying to try your hand at this shit?
It was right. I was in high school. I used to live in Florida, so I was in high school in Tallahassee, and I worked at Tropical Smoothie, and it was this dude there named Ali, and he was a poet though. He was a poet, but he rapped. He was a poet, but he rapped. And this was right around the time Nappy Heads that came out, and Nappy Heads, had T-Pain and everything like that. So they all from Tallahassee, whatever. So it was like super big there, whatever, right? So he told me, he rapped as well, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And he just asked something like, you want to rap? Like, oh, I can try something or whatever. Yeah. And I just wrote something. It was, I don't know what it was. It was trash, whatever it was. But he was like, oh, okay, yeah, you got something there, blah, blah.
But like, you never wrote nothing.
Not until that moment, yeah.
So how did you feel comfortable enough to just?
Well, let me tell you about. I dabbled, but nothing in a sense of, oh, I rap.
Exactly.
It was nothing.
Just a fan of the art form.
Just a fan of the art form. Yeah. Just a fan of the art form. And then when we did it, he was like, yo, I'm about to go to a poetry slam in Miami. Come with me. You know what I'm saying? And just, see how it is or whatever. So so Tallahassee to Miami is like a 10-hour drive or something like that. Even though it's still in Florida.
Exactly.
So the whole time we driving, we doing like rap drills and shit like that, where it's like he'll see something on the turnway or whatever on the highway and be like, all right, rhyme with that. So I'm like, all right, well, and I start rhyming with it. Or he's like, I want you to take the word bacon and use it in how many ways you can use it within a rap. And I was like,
have you talked to this guy since then?
Yeah, that's all.
Like this, he taught you how to rap.
Yeah. But he taught me from a poetic poetry standpoint.
Because poetry, rapping is just rhythmic poetry.
Yeah. I be fighting my dude Atlas and my dude Leroy all the time. I'm like, man, it's a difference. Like, it's a difference. Oh,
it definitely is a difference because the rhythm changes everything.
Changes everything,
the
man.
BPM and the cadence of how am I going to fit these words into this bar before I rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
With poetry, it's just da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. But what he taught me was, me learning that way, I was able to understand the importance of people being able to see what I'm saying, being able to tell a story and make everything make sense. You know what I'm saying? So even to this day, it's hard for me to just say words that don't make sense. I'll get in writer's block because I'm forcing myself to make everything. So if anybody was like, "What you mean by that?" Oh, I meant this. Blah blah. Yeah. I have to be able to explain it.
And, I have to explain it. That's a real lyricist, because you don't want to get in a position and put the wording of your music to where people have to wonder what it means.
Yeah.
And it's not there for them to find what it means. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta explain it to you because you don't see it. But once you go, you be like, I should have saw that. Because it's there, you just didn't put it together.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave it not there.
Yeah.
And let them try to put it together on their own. Then they ain't gonna know what the hell you meant.
Facts.
So you go to the poetry jam or slam. My bad. How long did you live in Florida?
3 years.
How was it? I got a lot of questions because I know how pivotal this was for you. How was it being submerged in another culture?
It was good. I liked it, man. It was of course different. The way Florida repped Florida was wild to me, man. Like,
and I know it's I was in Cleveland. I went to college in Akron, so I know how it is coming from Ohio, seeing other places love themselves.
But so you got to think, when I was in Florida, I was in high school.
Cleveland's in Ohio.
Yeah. So when I was in Florida, I was still in high school, so I didn't understand the mindset of Dayton don't do this, because I'm in high school. It's music.
But did anything register that the possibilities of what they were doing weren't possible at home?
When I came back, and I saw that it wasn't happening. That's when it hit me. When I came back and saw it wasn't happening. Because when I tell you, all they fucking played was Trick Daddy. It was nothing else but Trick, bro. Yeah. I mean, like on the radio, his whole album. Yeah. It's nothing but Trick. And I'm in Trick Miami. I'm in Tallahassee. It's nothing but Trick in Florida, bro. This is 2004. It's nothing but Trick.
That's how proud they were as a state that somebody nationally made it.
Yeah. Yeah. And but to them, it's like, to us, it's like, that's Trick Daddy. To them, he was still local. He's still local to them. You know what I'm saying? But they play nothing but Trick Daddy, bro. I'm like,
it's crazy when you go to other places and realize how much further you can go locally than you can in Dayton.
Yeah. Cause I've been to some places already, since doing music and shit, and it's like they rap there, man.
Yeah.
They fucking rap. They rap there, bro, and it be refreshing. It be like, oh man, they really rock with people down here.
Now with me, I was already rapping. I went to college and seen that. Mm-hmm. So when it was reversed for you. So how was it when you came back here with the realization that it's a lower level possibilities than the opposite way I seen?
I never looked at it that way, honestly. It was just...
You think it was because you were just so young?
Yeah, and then on top of that, it was like just my mindset, just me as a proud. I never looked at it as, well, they ain't giving me no opportunities here. They ain't looking out for their people here. I honestly
and
just
you
wasn't
looking for an opportunity.
I wasn't looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I got my head down.
Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really start taking rap seriously until after I graduated college in the first place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I started rapping in high school, but started taking it seriously, doing albums and shit like that. That wasn't after I graduated.
When I went to college, I told myself, if I don't get the baddest girl I see to me, and nobody calls me my real name, they only call me my rap name, I ain't shit. So I was already washed out. Like, I want it real bad.
Yeah.
Then I go to Cleveland and Akron, where when Fat Al I Didn't Came Down came out. Mm-hmm. So when I first get there and I realized that they listen to chopped and screwed music all the time, I don't know that he's from there. I think he's from Texas and they just listening to him and I don't know who he is. They like, nah, he's 16, he's from Cleveland. What?
But they playing him so heavy though.
They know the entire song.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you're from Cleveland, you know every word to that song.
Yeah.
Dayton doesn't work like that.
Yeah. I knew a girl that went to Wright State. That was her cousin. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go kick wing right now. Like that was her cousin. Like, she's from Cleveland. Shit.
Yeah. I went to college with Chip the Ripper's manager. Like all these niggas went to Glenville with Troy Smith, Ted Ginn, same school Steve Harvey went to. Like it just was a historic place. But it just was the possibilities was like, damn, I ain't know you could do this. And the cultural differences of them just being 3.5 hours up the street, it was no way I knew it was that different.
Yep.
Like y'all listening to Chopped and Screwed every song.
But Cleveland's already so much bigger than Dayton. It's like...
But that's how I realized Dayton's a small town. I didn't know this until I actually got around people that's from a big city.
Gotcha.
You can drive for 40 minutes on the highway in Cleveland and still be in Cleveland.
Yeah, but that's a fact.
That's not possible.
That's a fact.
You drive on the highway for 40 minutes, you're in Cincinnati.
You in Cincinnati.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that shit just never registered.
Like, nigga, you by the water. You about to be in Kentucky in 40 minutes.
Little small things like when I first went to Cleveland for a show, I was going to college in Akron, so I knew some people from Akron that had a show in Cleveland, so I ride with them. They had the tread marks on the highway that slow you down with the woo. Man, I never seen that before. I thought the car was breaking down. Like little small things like that is when I get to see and realize we don't have this, so we can't be that big of a place. Yeah. Like I tell niggas all the time, imagine being a street nigga that you can do illegal things all day, make money, make thousands of dollars doing illegal shit, and go buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton in a regular mall. In your hometown, without getting on the highway and going to another place. Dayton, that doesn't work. We don't. You can't buy a fucking Lamborghini in Dayton. No. You can't buy a Bentley in Dayton. You got that from somewhere else. Yeah, you had to. Have it.
You brought it back.
Cincinnati,
You brought it back here.
Toledo, something. It's just, I don't know. It's cool when you analyze it and get to know more things about it than just Dayton. Yeah. But before that, you feel like cringy a little bit. Like, damn, we need shit.
I feel that way when I used to go to Chicago a lot. Go to Chicago and come back and be like.
Like, bro, how do you feel when you go to a city with an incredible skyline like Chicago and you get to Dayton and there's nothing in the sky? Like, do you ever even think about that until you leave and come back?
Listen, bro. Like, I'm driving, I pull up in Chicago and you see Chicago before you get to Chicago. Yeah. And I'm like, God damn, these are big. Like, I'm far and I'm still looking up. Like, sheesh. When I went to fucking Manhattan. Fucking New York.
I was about to say
I said, man,
the skyline is 360. You gotta do like this.
I ain't never in my life, man.
Like I was on the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
Like, bro, at nighttime, it's like Six Flags.
Yeah. I said, this is crazy, man. Then you go back to Dayton and be like, all right. Yeah.
Man, my stomach hurts every time I see shit. No, you don't.
I love it. What you mean? I love it.
No, you do. But when you first lay your eyes on this place again, you be like, what?
You know what it feel like? Say when you got your car. Your car that you drive all the time, right?
and it's foreign, and you speeding. It got the TVs.
You back in your car like,
I always say that, man. Everybody, we love our car, But when we rent, we want to test drive other shit. We don't want the responsibility of the maintenance of that, which is the cost of living in California. Your car,
like, you start rubbing the that. This my baby though. Yeah, this my baby. Yeah, we gonna make it work.
Man, listen, man, I know you be in California. Like you be places that make you when you come back. It got like every time I go to a crazy place like that, my stomach hurt when I get there. Like it be like you really you not only do you live here, you've grown accustomed to this shit. Yeah. Like there's people that could never revert back to this level of like they be like, where the buildings at?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, ain't no tall stadium. It's nothing tall. I heard on the radio a long time ago, they said the only thing Ohio got is LeBron in prison.
We got the Buckeyes. We got Ohio State.
Yeah, we do. They didn't say that, but I guess that was their way of
yeah, but yeah, I get it, though.
LeBron. They said if you can jump off the tallest building in your city and live, you need to move.
You don't think about the tallest building.
But I don't even know what it is.
I think is it the Kettering Tower?
It might be.
The black building?
with the Wall Street little
yeah. Is that the tallest building?
It might be. But it's like, man, like downtown in other places is really downtown. Yeah. In Dayton, it's just like, man.
I'm not speaking of downtown. I walked downtown recently, man, about a few weeks ago, and I just walked downtown. Yeah. It was spots I'd never been for downtown.
Oh yeah, they changing it all.
I'm like, what? I've never been here before.
Yeah, they got the lofts with the grass on the roof. Like they trying to make this shit to where you understand why certain clubs is like, nah, you're not coming down here.
But it takes me back to why I'm trying to bring it here. You know, that's why all the hip hop I'm trying to bring it to downtown.
Because this is what it takes. It takes black people that can show other people that I'm eclectic enough to not do no nigga shit. Mm-hmm. Black people, when it come to proving ourselves with venues and people that give us opportunities to have things going on, you got to show you creative. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times the shit go wrong because it's not creative. It's cliche as fuck.
Yeah. When it's cliche, it's like, well.
You want people to leave your party saying, man, I ain't never been to nothing like this. This was dope. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You want black people to tell black people that. Mm-hmm. When you say, man, they shot that motherfucker up, you been somewhere like that.
Like, well, I'm glad I didn't go.
Exactly. So, you know, it's a like we talk about creative expression. We got to get more diverse with the creative expression. Mm-hmm. Like you with the for dating by dating, like that's not typical creative expression. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that. What dawned on you about doing something like that? If you guys don't know, the For Dating by Dating Music Festival is a super dope like family event that happens. How many summers we in now?
This will be the fourth summer.
This will be the fourth summer. Like, don't it feel good? Like, it feel good when I make my caption for the livecast and I say I'm on episode like 10. Mm-hmm. Like, you on your fourth year with this shit.
Yeah, man.
You would have been on what without the pandemic? Fifth or sixth?
This is my fifth year. Yeah.
How did it dawn on you to do something like that?
It started. I tell you all the time. I just wanted to rap. Mm-hmm. So it's like I just want to do a show because I've done shows here and there. But like my issue was nobody ever asked me. Up until then, nobody had ever asked me to do a show. Yeah. Like it was always like every time I perform, I got to put my own show on.
Me, I did.
Well, yeah, did that. But I'm saying like even before that, at the point in time we started doing this, like nobody really asked me to do shows. Yep. So it was like when I did Tender Mercy. I've been doing shows in 2012. I did not Tender Mercy. I'm sorry. Therapy. Yeah. Sold out Therapy, and I was selling out. But I'm like, so people are coming to watch me perform. But it was like
Therapy is exactly an example of what we talking about. They closed on purpose.
They closed on purpose?
Yeah, like I mean, they wouldn't let us have shit in there.
Yeah, so when I did my show, I talked to him whatever. He was like, yeah, you can do it here. Needs to be a dress code, security,
all the metaphorical barriers.
But it threw me off because I'm like, well, my music ain't even like that.
But your skin is though.
That's what I'm saying. The difference between the human side of things and
now,
then the skin color.
Once you show him that your skin color don't have nothing to do with your creative expression, you get more leeway.
And that's what it was with the 14 Body. Because like I said, I'm at the Riverscape. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to. At the end of the day, man, it's just ask people. Just ask and talk. That's all you gotta do. So I just asked and talked to them, whatever. And then when they gave me the space, I'm like, all right, cool. I can do it. So I'm like, well, I got this space or whatever for this amount of time. let me see if some of my friends want to jump in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hit you on every night. So who want to come on and just perform with whatever, right? It was just going to be a show where we just on stage rapping.
Yep.
There was going to be nothing else. And then one person was like, hey, matter of fact, no, when I first promoted it, I was like, 40 by date and whatever. It got like 2,000, 2,500 shares, some shit like that. And I, without promo or nothing, I just posted it to say we got an event coming up. And then people started asking me, someone was like, hey, you mind if I sell clothes? I'm like, okay, yeah, go do your thing. Then somebody was like, hey, we got a food truck. I'm like, okay, go, come on, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know anything else. I didn't understand, like, oh, they don't have space to do food trucks or, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn about insurance.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand all the work it takes to get this thing together, to do this right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing was, the first year.
They never do, though.
Yeah, it's all about the end result.
Yeah.
They only care about the end result. So my thing was like
entertainment.
Yeah, my first issue was the first year I paid everything by myself because I didn't know anything about sponsors or anything like that. It was just I just want to do a show and put on with people, whatever. And it was just wild, man, to do that and see where it is now. So, but like me doing that, I understands what it takes to do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't pretty, it ain't easy.
It's worth
it. It's worth it. Right when I'm done, right when the show is over with, I'm like, all right. I mean, then maybe when I'm walking around, I'm just
and I'm not you. I'm not working the entire time, but I can feel what you're gonna feel at the end, just there.
Yes, because I'm working the whole time. You already know I'm walking around. Hey, you good? I'm talking to food truck. Like
that's how I feel when I'm working my shit.
Yeah, I'm talking to everybody.
Way bigger, yeah.
So if people be like, hey, Kevin, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm talking to you. But I'm looking around for 5 hours. I'm just looking around the whole time. You see what I'm saying? I'm just like, and then to perform. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but when it's over with, man, like that night and the day after, best feeling in the world.
And it's dope because performing ain't work. That's why you top it off with that.
Yes, because it's like nobody can ask me anything. I'm done.
Blissful.
Yes.
and right when I'm done performing, it's over. There's no more walking, asking, checking. It's all love.
Go home.
No, they're coming to give you love.
Well, yeah, they do that.
That's the dopest part.
Yeah,
like that day is it's always a very, it's like easy going, but it's like aggressively happy. Like I always just look at people's face when I come to that shit.
They be happy though.
Yeah, man.
And like what's crazy is like we have other events that I've learned that do different types of music and everything like blah blah. But I think what separates the 4 Day by dating is like you truly see a mixed crowd.
Yep.
From all different types of walks. You truly see it. Like they can have a spot where they got hip hop and blah blah, but it's still mainly a white crowd.
Yep. This
one is like everybody. Don't matter who, everybody pulling up.
It's like always cool. It's like people's, I don't want to say it's people's first chance to come outside, but you can always tell people really happy to just be outside.
Yeah, that's why I like having it early June.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, June, because it's going to be June 10th this year. So, like, early June, let's get it out the way. Y'all can do all the other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about what do people need to know about it. Like, is it an application process? Or?
Yeah, so we're still getting the website up for this year. So when it comes to the artists, it's an application process. Food vendors, application process. Regular vendors, all applications, all on the website. Just because it centralizes everything.
Yep.
And like I don't want to be the one picking artists because people, me being an artist, me picking artists and artists knowing me is a whole thing of, hey man, give me no, we got a committee picking these artists. It's not me. Who will get on, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, I want to put on, like I said, local acts and everything like that. But it's like I also want to put it at a standpoint of professionalism. Like I don't want, in theory, like I don't want to bring somebody from Michigan to come and perform. No, I want it to be Dayton, but I want the local artists to feel like we out here. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is at the same time is you got to meet me halfway. You gotta present something to me you want to be out here.
Exactly. You
see what I'm saying? Like you can't come to me and I'll be like, hey, let me hear what you got. Yeah, it's on my phone. I ain't really recorded yet, but it's on my phone. I'm trying to get on and perform. We can't do that, bro. Like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Get your shit up. You know what to do. What you gotta do and come holler at me. But we can't do that, dog.
Check what P just said. He said 4 Dating by Dating album. Or he said alum. I thought you said album. That would have been dope.
Oh yeah.
He said you're a GOAT. He said he had the best verse though.
Wait, we ain't gotta talk about that, man. Like, I'm over here trying to have a nice interview. Yeah. You know, so we vibing, and he want to come in.
He's trying to buck up, Bart.
You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though.
Pete, we know you a legend, man. We don't, you know.
He's already, but he's already acknowledged verbal. I mean, not verbal, but on there that I'm a GOAT. Yeah. So we ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't got to talk about. Yeah. Listen. I appreciate you though, brother.
He said he hung on the mountain longer.
Nah, Peter homie, man. Like,
yeah, I'm fucking coming through, man. Like every time I see his little son's profile picture, I know it's him.
When I did the song with him and Sleeko, man, it was like when we was all coming up rapping or whatever, it was y'all, it was GTC, I think it was Diamond Cut and everything like that, and I'm looking at all y'all rapping, and I'm just over here like, all right, y'all rap too. You know, I was doing my thing here and there, blah blah. But I wasn't on what y'all was on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. At the time, I wasn't on what y'all was on. But I saw it. I knew whatever. So when I got to where I'm at now, I was
still trying to figure it out just like you, bro.
But here's the thing: it's like you don't know that until you talk to them. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Regardless of what people say, there's certain people we always put on the pedestal until we meet them and realize, oh, we're the same. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
And it makes it better when you put somebody on a pedestal and eventually can relate to them.
Exactly.
Meaning, maybe I deserve to be on the pedestal too.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? My thing is like, you don't want to put someone on the pedestal and then you realize, oh, they're assholes. But it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, we're the same thing or whatever. But y'all reached out to P and Sleeko and they both said, yeah, man, for the song. And I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. Like, all right, I get P and Sleeko on the song. So it's all good, man.
We about to go through some songs too because we got to get one in. We like 10 years too late.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
But it's going to be right on time.
For sure, man.
So what you got coming, man? Like, what's the next musical move for you? I see you been out in Cali, fucking with Geechee Gotti.
Yeah, man. I'm chilling, man. Nah, I'm joking. Me and Tino, we working on our next album.
Okay, shouts out to Tino.
Save Money in the building. We're gonna do that. I'm still finishing up my current album for my solo. I got that 3-parter I'm doing. So I did K Carter's new album, then the prototype. So I got the third one that's coming out. It'll drop this year. I just gotta finish up some stuff.
Okay.
And in 2 weeks, I'm going to Atlanta. Geechee hit me up. They doing a cypher with a bunch of battle rappers, and they trying to film it. He want me to come rap. So I was like, all right, I'll come down, do something like that.
How did that relationship come about?
I asked. I reached out. This would be before he was Geechee Gotti.
Yeah.
But I watched battle rap religiously, right? I watch it. So I knew about him, whatever. And I just hit him up on Instagram. Just hit him up like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I rap, blah, 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 blah. And I hit Dre up, and Dre, I need a West Coast beat.
Yeah.
I was like, you know how they got that little siren sound or whatever. I need that in there or whatever. Yeah, I need something like that. So he said, all right, he said, let's work or whatever. So I sit, and my thing is like, it was the same. I treated Geechee the same way I treated Skyzoo. Was I want you to hear the beat and hear the song or whatever, what I got first. Then let me know if you'll do it. I don't want you to do it because it's a check.
Exactly.
I want you to do it because you really do fuck with the song.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when Geechee heard it, he was like, yes, I'm definitely down.
That's dope.
So so we did the song or whatever. The song was done for maybe like 2 or 3 months. But it just so happened my new job was sending me out to L.A.
Okay.
So I hit, and it just so happened Peso was living out there.
Okay.
So I hit Geechee up and said, hey, I'm gonna be in L.A. in like a month. Are you gonna be in town? Because we shoot a video for the song or whatever.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, I'll be in town, blah blah. So he's like, yeah, you can come to where I'm at. I'm like, I don't know L.A., blah blah. You got some? He said, yeah, you come to my hood or whatever. And I was like, all right. So I'm there. Me and Peso, we in there, and I got the rental car. And we next, he's like he in Compton. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm thinking it's like 30 minutes away. Yeah, if it was in Dayton, it's 30 minutes away. In LA, it's an hour and a half because of traffic. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna be late. Because I don't know whatever, right? So we get there, we in Compton, man, and Peso just getting little shots or whatever here and there. And like I said, that was my first time in LA. And the first time I landed in LA, that day, I'm going straight to Compton. I'm going straight.
Now, what's your thoughts on the way? Like, are you leery on knowing you're going into gang territory, or is this not registering with you? I
was aware.
Okay.
Because it sounds stupid now because I know how cool Geechee is or whatever, and I know now. Yeah. But it sounds stupid. It sounds stupid now. But before I even went, I hit him up and said, "Yo, no lie." I said, "Yo, I'm wearing black, white, and gray." That cool?
Yeah, right.
Because I don't know. Yeah. Because in my eyes, I'm like, y'all respect what y'all doing, and I don't want to disrespect nobody.
Enough that he like, I'd rather you ask, so you don't just
yeah. So it was like, I was like, I respect enough to know I don't want to disrespect. So he was like, yeah, man, you cool. So we get there, and like we in Nutty Block, we there, like in the shit, you know what I'm saying? And we pull up, we do the song, whatever. His people start coming over. While he rapping, dudes crip walking in the back. Me and Peso's holding the camera. And like, while dudes start crip walking, Peso looking at me like. Look, I'm like.
We remember on Double Double where he say, "We're here."
Look, bro, I looked at Peso. I don't know. I'm not finna tell that motherfucker to stop.
No, we in they hood.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
So man, and it was so crazy. And it was like the way the streets were. And Compton is, to me, I could be wrong, but this is my first time there. Compton looked like it was the size of Xenia. It wasn't that big. Compton wasn't that big. It's a Compton Elementary, Compton Middle, Compton High School. That's it, right? So when we go there, every street you turn on, it's one way out, bro. You turn. It's a dead end. Ain't no going through. Just coming. It's a dead end. Everything's dead end, whatever. And so it was like just doing that, man. Just seeing that.
That's not even realistic.
You see, I'm telling you, bro. So
if you made the wrong turn, you stuck there.
You stuck. You better figure it out. You better figure it out.
And you got to do a U-turn.
A U-turn.
You look just obvious, like you don't know what you're doing.
Just walking out, pull up in that motherfucker, nobody know your car, and you just doing a U-turn. Everybody on standby.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it was like, so as soon as I pulled up, I seen Geechee, and I was like, hey. He said, yeah, just turn around, blah, blah. So we do that. So we go to another location, and we walk in or whatever. So Peso like, hey, go walk and talk with them. I was like, I don't know these motherfuckers. But he was like, hey, go walk and talk with them and just film you, whatever. So, and you can see it in the video and everything. So we talking, but while we talking or whatever, they're talking about one of their boys that just got killed like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, but they talking about it as if it was like
he went to jail or something.
Nah, they was talking about like, hey, he got it.
Yeah.
Now they was upset like now. So I actually had the conversation with Geechee, and I was like, yo, man, I just gotta ask because I'm like, I don't know shit about this, bro. I'm like so. What? You know, like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? But he was explaining shit. He was like, the color thing is mainly movies. Like, far as like, hey, if I see somebody wearing red, I'm upset. That's movies. He was like, don't disrespect. He said, don't go around disrespecting the blue flag or don't go around disrespecting the red flag. But if I want to wear red, I can wear red. It's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he said for the most part, a lot of people that's in it, that's older, would have. I'm not saying he said it, but it's like you would have second guessed, like, man, I wouldn't have got in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because now that you older, and it's like, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was like, the dude that died was like, he got into a fight, or he wanted to fight. Mm-hmm. Other dude didn't. Mm. That was it. He wanted to fight man to man. Other dude didn't. Yeah. There it is. Right. You know what I mean? Just that quick. Yeah. And so it was interesting to have that conversation with him. So funny thing was we riding around or whatever, and he just showing us different spots. So Geechee was like, cause we like Peso was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get shots of the city, blah blah. He was like, well, I'll ride with y'all to let y'all know where y'all can and can't go, you know, blah blah, right? Yeah. And I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying. So so we riding around or whatever, and we was talking about getting some food. So he was like, yeah, it's this spot. I forgot what he said. He's this spot over here, blah blah blah. He was like, it was on a Food Network and stuff like that. And he was like, you know what? No, we can't go. No, y'all don't bang. Y'all can go. Excuse me. I'm not going. Yeah. If your answer is since we don't bang, we can go. Nah, I'm not going.
Yeah, that's still. We don't have to establish it. I'm
not going, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going, man. How you get that IBM commercial, or did I miss it? The IBM commercial, huh? What IBM commercial, man? But nah, but like I said, being with Geechee, and it was weird, like, because I'm not a gangster. I don't try to be one. Yeah. I just know where I was raised, and I know how to handle myself in all situations. Yep. I can easily adapt, right? So I looked at it as, for me, a computer science guy from Dayton, to come in Compton and get the respect from everybody over there. Everybody fucking with the song. Like, we rapping outside, people pulling up, fucking with it.
Yeah.
And then Geechee like, when we left, he's like, no, you good here, man. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? You good here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, we cool.
Did you ever think that the relationship would be as lengthy as it has been? You thought it was just gonna be the song and that's it.
Yep.
So like, how did it get to that part, and how did it feel when you're accepted by those group of people as you?
So it grew because the clothing line.
I was wondering if that was the link.
That was the link because Geechee was wearing it in the video.
Okay.
And when Geechee promoted it a little bit, the dude that owns the clothing line was like,
"Hey, hollered at you."
Yeah, it was like, "Yo, you were not wearing blah blah." I'm like, "Well, listen, I got to shoot my part in Dayton. You send me something, I can rock it, whatever." And then it's been locked since then. And Geechee like runs with him, like, because Geechee was with him, you know, since before Champion of the Year and everything like that. But it's cool because I ended up doing 2 songs with Geechee on my album because I was like, it was so cool with him, whatever. And I was like, oh, let me do another one with him. He's like, all right, I'll do it, whatever. And then from there it was locked. Now I don't talk to him all the time, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no shit like that. Like, it ain't like that. But it's like when we see each other, it's love.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when the dude with the M3S3, he was doing an album and he was like, I want you and Geechee to do a song together. I was like, all right, you paying? All right, cool. Then let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to LA. I went to Miami and then LA to shoot another video with Geechee, and we all there. And it's like it was just like it's to the point now where like Geechee texts me like I said about the whole Atlanta thing. He hit me up, yo, bro, hey, I got something for you. Yeah. Geechee hit me up, hey, do a drop for me. Listen, blah blah. I got you. So it's like I don't even look at it how other people may see him. Whatever. It's like that's just. I'm not saying that's just Geechee, but it's like
now you did before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So now what was funny was I was telling people when we did the song, we dropped the song or whatever, like. Just like a bunch of people who's Crips just start following me on Instagram.
That's hard.
I'm just like, listen, bro, I ain't about that life, man. I ain't about life at all, man.
But that's why they fucking with you because you're open to like be who you are.
Real, recognize real.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
And this is what people don't understand about real, the definition of it. Real doesn't have to be a reflective of what the analyzer is.
Gotcha. Yep.
Like if I'm a gangster, you don't have to be a gangster to be real.
Exactly.
You can be openly admitted that you're not a gangster and now you're real.
Exactly.
You feel me? So some motherfuckers just they don't
get it. It's different.
Man, I want to talk about you dropped a snippet to this New Orleans type bounce type record. And you might have been in Miami.
Yeah.
Is that out?
Yeah, it's out.
I gotta go check that out because when that snippet came out, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, I gotta go check it out.
But it was so they had a basketball tournament in Miami, and like for a lot of battle rappers. So I'm there kicking it with like I hit my dude Atlas up. It's like it's midnight. I'm in South Beach at the club. It's me, Geechee, Sue Surf, Easy Block Captain, like it's just a bunch of battle. And I'm like we never smoking hookah, chilling with girls, and just like drinking. And Sue Surf paying for everything. Surf paying for everything. Tequila, everything. He paying for it all. And we just sitting there, and I'm like, nobody's gonna believe this. So no homo, but I hit Alice. I said, "Hey, you up, bro?" he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Bro, I'm in South Beach with like he just who served just drinking bottles and smoking hookah." He's like, "You belong there." I was like, "All right." But yeah, so I'm there. It was a basketball tournament. So I took Peso down to Miami with me, and I was like, "Let's shoot the video or whatever." So we shot some of it there, and then we shot the rest of it was just in Oregon.
Yeah.
And it was just me and Vanessa.
That's hard.
Yeah, so it was like we ended up going. I was in Miami, went bowling. Everybody went bowling together, and he's just getting B-roll footage. Yeah. Cause I'm like, I just want B-roll footage of the tournament. So Daylight there, fucking T-Rex, like just everybody's there.
The whole league.
Everybody's there. Calico, everybody's there.
Yeah.
Hooping.
Damn.
And it just started from there. You know what I'm saying? So. And like I said, it's like now, it's like when people see me, they know who I am. They don't know me from a standpoint of, oh, he rap or whatever. They see my face. They know who I am when I'm there now. So, yeah, and I was just at the most recent, not the most recent, but I was at the last Smack Volume event. I was there, like, in the crowd, everything like that. My photographer, my girl Autumn, you hear her voice. Like, she was in Jerry West, one of his battles. You hear her, she shook the room. Like, we just sit there kicking it. And it's just like, it's just cool, man. And it's like to be like cool with all them, and then enough to where they do know I rap and they know I'm nice.
That's
like,
the hardest part.
So I look at them like Geechee would not have hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm doing this cipher."
Left it as business.
Left it as business.
Yep. And that's the dope part when it go from business to just organic.
Yep. Like to the point where he's looking out for me now.
Yep. I did a song with Ray Cash in like 2011. Mm-hmm. And it went from, you know, my manager's paying him to do the song. Next thing you know, when we see each other, he doing my hat like this. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, you got a mouth? Like that was just cool. Yep. You feel me? So
because it's like they was on that pedestal, but now y'all the same person. Yep. And you don't even see him like that no more.
Yep. And it was even crazier because I went to college with his stepbrothers. Mm-hmm. They called him and let me rap for him over the phone in like 2005. So to do a song with him in 2011 was like you know what I'm saying? Yep. So yeah, man. What else you want to leave the people with, bro? This was a dope conversation.
Yeah, man. Like I said, 14 by Dayton. We got a. I can't say it yet because ain't no papers been signed, but verbally, I got a huge sponsor, like a Shake the Room sponsor. So we'll talk offline about it, but because ain't no paper signed yet, so I gotta make sure. Yeah. But yeah, 14 by Dayton, June 10th, man. Like I said, me and Tino, we got music coming out. I'm gonna be at the Levitt again this year. They're gonna have me on stage there. And I'm just doing a lot of festivals this year, man. Like going around performing. Like my music, it was crazy. My music's still getting out there. People still hit me up. Go check out 2MD, the video game on PlayStation, the VR game. I got songs on there.
Damn, that's just congrats, bro.
Yeah, man. So I got 3 songs on there, and I still get plays like Shazam's everything. People still play it and everything. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I'm just doing stuff, man. If you see me in a commercial for the Ohio Department of Health, that's me. If it look like me, it's me. I'm in a commercial. I'm claiming. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is me though. You know what I'm saying? It's me. So don't be like that. Look like that. It's me. Yeah, it's me. For sure. But yeah, doing other stuff like that, man. Just trying to keep the theater going, man. Black Box Improv Theater, man. So yeah, we should be good. I appreciate everything.
Hey man, this is another dope episode of the Outspoken Livecast. Shouts out your social media so people can ring your follows up real quick.
Son of Hip Hop. SONOFHIPHOP. That's at Instagram. Yeah. Just look up K.Carter with no space on Spotify, iTunes. All my music's there. My music videos is on iTunes and Apple Music and stuff like that. So I'm everywhere, man. And then to go to www.thekcarter.com. All my stuff is there as well. So we doing it.
My dog, it's another dope ass episode of the Outspoken Livecast. My motherfucking boy K. Carter. I always get it right now. I did a story. I did a promo story for the livecast. I called you Kevin Carter and I deleted it. So yeah, I'm on it now. But you ain't gotta worry about it, man. 14 by Dayton, June 10th. Make sure you get them motherfucking applications in. As soon as that website link goes up, I will be sharing it for my guy, whether I'm on the lineup or not. You already know I do. That ain't even nothing to even ask me. But yeah, man, stay tuned. There's a lot more dope shit coming. We got music coming. There's events coming. We might do a headline and show together here soon. You never fucking know, man. This is another episode of the Outspoken Livecast. It was time to probably pour another drink. Yeah.